was told that that's quite a privilege because even diplomats that come over to look at Singapore education are not allowed into the school system. Singaporeans view their education with the utmost respect, and anybody that comes into the school is seen as being taken time away from academics and working with students. So the fact that I'm actually allowed in schools and to talk to educators is quite a privilege. So my research topic was really career readiness in the United States. So my specialty is actually looking at special education students. Special education students, let me qualify that, the ones that have mild disabilities, the ones that might have executive functioning skills, dyslexia, dysgraphia, cognitive ability are still very high. So they're normal intelligence, but they test very low. And what opportunities they have once they graduate in order to get jobs. So it's really workforce preparedness. So in the United States, that's a huge thing right now. We're actually changed our curriculum for anybody that knows about the United States and the curriculum. We're moving towards Common Core. And it's career and college readiness, which really helps the students that I work with who really need to concentrate on career. For the longest time, it was college readiness, college readiness. And typically the students that are in the classes that I work with probably won't move on to a four-year university. They more than likely will go into technical education. And like Sir said over here, technical education, even within the United States, is seen as secondary. It's an alternative pathway. Diverse learners and students with special needs, I tend to call them diverse learners because I all think we learn very differently. I tend to not think of normal learners, but these individuals that I work with tend to learn better from experiential learning, and we've talked about that as well today. Hands-on learning, being able to look at it in concrete terms and not abstract terms on paper, even with accounting, right? So something that you can touch that's malleable. So this is an extension of my research. I actually published 2017 in the Journal of the American Association of Special Education Professionals, and it had to do with communication with career technical education schools and how they support students with special needs. So in order to gain global competency, as I mentioned before, I wanted to come over to Singapore to find out how they support diverse learners. So my research question was to look at educational policy within Singapore and multi-agency collaboration. Because Singapore, being a very small nation, actually has a lot of communication and collaboration with the different segments of their government, especially workforce development and how that impacts on education. So I first wanted to find that out.